Hello everyone, my name is Justin and welcome back to the Boston Bruins GM Mode Series. Year 4 is now complete. We're going into year 5. This is our 4th draft that we're going to be doing in this episode. I want to ask you guys though, what's going on with the views? They have been down last 2 episodes, which isn't good. I have noticed that playoff episodes don't normally get as many views as the other ones, but they're pretty bad. We need to get these views up, keep the series going strong. Tell your friends about it, and I hope I can continue the series for a long time. So, in the last episode, we got bounced in the second round of the playoffs. The Capitals ended up winning the Stanley Cup. I guess I can show the playoff tree right quick. There's that. So today we're going to draft, and I expressed interest in trading up to potentially the top 5 or top 10 to get one of the scouted players to finally get our first line center of the future. I know people are going to say it's unrealistic, but pretty much every trade in GM modes are unrealistic, wouldn't happen in real life. I just think as long as we find the line between fair and unfair, essentially. And I'll explain that when we go to trade, if we go to trade. So yeah, pretty much. We're going to get into this draft here. We want our first line center of the future. I've scouted better. So here is our draft order. Let's see what number we are. Okay, we're in the 20s. So we're 25. Now let's look at the players we would consider drafting. I want a playmaker or a two-way forward. Center. Okay, so here's Clo, but he's projected to go first overall, which isn't exactly ideal. I don't want to trade up that high. High top 6, that means he's going to be an elite player, probably medium or high. I mean, you can tell he's going to be pretty good. Well, actually, I don't think his overall is going to be too great looking at these individual stats. I know they're not exact, but they're pretty accurate. His hand-eye only 71. Okay. But he won't be bad. Now, if we have to go with playmaker, that's fine. Two-way forwards don't tend to get as many points as playmakers and snipers do at an elite level. So let's just see what we got going on here. Defenseman, I don't want a defenseman. Okay. This guy would be a top medium 7th, high top. This guy would be a top 4 defenseman. You got Sharp. So there's only 2 forwards going in the top 5 potentially. This power forward, I don't want to take a chance on. I think he would bottom 6. I think he'd be a top 9. So we want to avoid that like we didn't last year with our bust. Okay, but where's the other guy I had pinned? Did I not have 2 guys? Okay, first/second round for Gardner. He's 17, which is nice, but I'm skeptical. He's got a good shot accuracy and shot power that are exact. Puck control is pretty good. But in my experience, not very long experience, like I said, I've just started taking scouting very seriously. But it seems to me that when they're mid-first round and they are going to be elite, they're normally low elite. That's why they drop so far. That's just been what I've noticed. Could be wrong, but I just don't see why he would go mid-round if he was medium or high. So that kind of scares me. We could maybe trade up to try to get him. But I saw some other guys up here. Two-way. He would be a top 6. This guy would be an elite, but I don't really want a sniper. It looks like he can take face-offs, but I don't want 2 snipers and a playmaker on the first line. I don't like doing that. Interesting. Okay, Hennessy. That would be high bottom. He would be top 9 too if I'm doing this right. I think I understand how this works. Turgeon, don't want. Now this guy, projected to go 10th. This guy looks pretty good. Brandon Goot. I think at this point in the draft, they're made up players. I can't be sure on that, but this is for the 4th-year draft. I'm thinking these guys are made up, but they might not be. So I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if anyone knows how to pronounce it. But all of his stuff is high, pretty much. All of his stuff is high that we have scouted. So it might be a little bit worse than this, but he's got some pretty decent stats. I like this guy. 18, top 10, which hopefully means he'll be medium or high elite. Probably medium, because he's top 10, not top 5. Offensive awareness is nice. I like this guy. Okay, so it's between trying to get Clow, which I don't want to trade up to number 1. He could drop. So, but for me, it's between Clow, Goot, and Gargilo. I don't want to screw this up, so I don't want to go first 1/2 round. I think he's going to be low elite. That's just a hunch based on where he's positioned. Could be wrong, and that could be the steal of the century for a team. So this is what I think we do. I think we trade up to 4, 5, 6, or 7, somewhere in this range. And if Clow drops, we draft him. If not, hope that Guit is still here. I think that's what we got to do. So let's just see if anyone who's willing to give up their first round pick. I thought it froze for a second. That scared me. So the lowest I want to do is 4. Ottawa does not want to give up their first. Nashville. They don't. The Ducks, number 6. Okay, the Ducks. We're going to trade with the Ducks. Oh, wait a second. Our bust from last... Why is this trade value so high? Our bust from last year, high top 9, has extremely high trade value for a top 9. It's only 66. Maybe he'll bump up to a top 6 potential. Their potentials can change. That'd be amazing. But I'm not. This is what I mean between fair and unfair trades that I mentioned earlier. Unfair would be me trading him for a good first-round pick because his value's high, even though he's top 9. I just wouldn't do that. So Velarde is our second-line center of the future, hopefully. I wish I could trade Spooner, but we want an NHL squad. Spooner next year might sign him to a 1 or 2 year deal, and then next year might be his last year in the team. Binnington, Zaboral, Kovalekachev, we need him for next year too. Okay. So I wanted to trade that top 6 guy. This guy, Botter. His name would be Botter, I think. Because Brandon sawed the AA is an aw sound. 2-way forward, center, top 6. He doesn't have high value, but they want him, and he's top 6 potential. He is older with a not very high overall, so that leads me to believe he'll probably end up being a top 9 player. We aren't done. I did not pre-scout any trades or anything, but obviously want to give him our first round pick. Now, like I said, between fair and unfair. This, value-wise, is close, but I don't think it's fair. I mean, what team would give up the 6th overall pick for a decent prospect in a late mid-20s? They just wouldn't do that. I wonder if they want any of our gold. They do. I don't even remember how we got Robin Lehner. Did we sign? I don't even remember him being on the team, but I could be wrong. Let's see what the goalies are like. Robin Lehner. This is a team that wants... Okay, they don't need Robin Lehner. Okay, I think I want to go next year's first round pick, which is not a problem. Like, it's not like, oh, we need that pick. But I was considering going after restricted free agents this year, and if we get rid of this, that's not going to happen. Now we have it way overvalued here. Like I said, we're trying to be realistic in real life. This is something you'd more see 2 first rounds. Probably going to be both in the 20s and a top 6 prospect for a higher first round. We'll throw in the third. I know it's overvalued, but I don't want to cheat them out of a really good player. I hope they still get someone good at 25. You can argue that trade if you want, guys. I didn't trade to the top 5. I traded number 6. It's not unrealistic. I'm an aggressive GM. Let's just hope that one of the 2 guys we want goes there. So they take Pedersen, defenseman. They didn't take Klo, medium elite. Like I said, there's not many. Oh, okay, Sharp. I don't think we have him scouted at all. Medium elite. Now, like I said, we signed Cam Fowler because it's so hard to get an elite defenseman. I don't think there will be another elite defenseman in this draft. There's usually 1 or 2 at most. So you got to be the worst or second worst team or the luckiest from the lottery, really, to get an elite defenseman. That's why we got Cam Fowler. Let's see who the Sharks take. So they took Klo, 3rd overall. Okay. Now we have to really hope for Gui, dude. Weston, high top 4. I said he would be top 4. He's high, which is a good pick there for Ottawa. Now, our guy was projected to go 10th in top 10, not top 5. So all we need is Nashville to not pick him. Yes, Sundin. I said he would be top 9. I'm not making the same mistake I made last year, guys. Our guy is still available. Let's look over our options one last time here. This guy right here is top 6. Brassard top 6. This guy elite, but I don't want a sniper. Henderson, I think, would be top 9. Turgeon is a top 9. Okay, we have to go with Butte. Medium or high, please, please don't be a low. Yes! We freaking redeemed myself, I think. At least I hope so. I hope the fans are like, okay, he made an awful pick last year. I mean, in real life, they wouldn't know that was an awful pick already, but let's just pretend. He made an awful pick next year, but he really tried this year, really did scouting, and they got a hopefully first-line center of the future. Who got Klo? The Sharks. We're going to want to check him out. Actually, hold on. I think he can see the players now, if I'm not mistaken. At least you used to be able to in this game. You used to be able to trade players right after you drafted them. That obviously doesn't happen, but rookie skaters is what I wanted. Cute. He is 81. Yes! I know. I mean, oh my gosh. I had no way of knowing he'd be that good. Okay, we got to see what Gugara, whatever, turns into. Okay, we might have to play him in the NHL this year. Depth defense, or depth forward. I think we're going to have to. Yes. Okay, let's check out Klo real quick. We might have made the pick of a lifetime here, guys. Not lifetime, but you know what I mean. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. I want to thank the guy who commented saying how bad of a job I was doing as a GM because it opened my eyes, and now I'm just freaking happy. Oh, Klo has high trade value. That's interesting. He's only 63. Okay, we made a better pick at number 6 than they did number 3. Now, what's interesting is they're both medium elite. My guy, same age. My guy is way higher overall, but theirs has higher value. That just doesn't make sense to me. Now, I thought that all medium elite would have the same potential, but maybe medium elite who are drafted earlier or have better chance of growing higher. I have no idea, but we made the right pick here, guys. They're gonna have to wait 3 years for him to at least make the NHL. Thank goodness. Now maybe I should get rid of Kokolich. No, I think I'm gonna play him third line center probably next year. Would be my guess. Let's let this sim real quick. Don't freeze game. Come on, what are you doing? Okay. Let's make the pick and then we'll go back check out the first round. I don't want the clock to run out. So this is 65th, third round. This guy's gonna be top 6. But we already got enough center playmakers. Low AHL top 2. Medium 7th. I think this guy would be top 4. If I know my scouting, I think this guy would be top 4. We're gonna pick him. Why not? Well, we have defense though. This top 9 grinder. 17. Yeah. Now I think Scarlet's a low top 6. I'd rather low top 9. That's killer. Okay, made the wrong pick there. We gotta check out what them other 2 guys are gonna look like. So we made our pick at number 6. Turgeon top 9. See, look at these guys. So this guy that I considered drafting was Newski. Is medium elite. Maybe we'll check him out. Remember New Jersey. Top 6. Top 4 defenseman. Great pick by the Islanders at number 17. High top set. Medium elite goalie. Medium top 4. So there's some good defensemen in this draft. Medium. Who's the guy I wanted? Did he not get drafted or did I miss him? Here we go. So we would have been able to get him at our current pick, but low elite. That's what I thought he would be. We might have to check out his overall too. So New Jersey and the Red Wings. Let's see if there is any major low elite goalie. Still top 4 defenseman. Low elite goalie. Still top 4 defenseman. That's amazing. This is a deep draft. We had our first AHL player taken in the second round, 2 of them. Okay, I'm going to sim a few picks. I just want to see what Olofsson, I want to see what them players I was considering taking would be. Callahan, he wasn't one of them. He wasn't one of them. Was that might have been one of them. I wanted an offensive defenseman. But I thought he would be top 4. Low top 9. Braun. Doyle was the one. So he was top 6. Or was it? Okay, I thought he was top 4, so I screwed that up. Where's that grinder at, though? That's what I want to see, the grinder. Or I took the grinder, didn't I? Yeah, I took the grinder then. Okay, so maybe not the best pick, but we'll send a user pick. We'll do our third round thing, the re-sign stage, and I'll leave you guys with some questions for free agency. So we're later in the third round. That was a third round pick. I'm an idiot. Exact top 9 power forward. Low AHL top 4. That would be medium top 2. That would be a top 6 defenseman. This guy would be top 6, but why are they all playmaking centers? Top 9. Low top 2. That would be medium 7th. If I'm not mistaken, this would be top 4. Maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, this guy's... No, that's not. That's worse, actually. Okay, we're going to take a defenseman. I know we probably don't need one. I just want to see if I'm getting this right. No, top 6. And somehow I'm screwing that up. I see now the forwards down. He was loads. AHL top 2. So I thought that would be medium 7th. High top 6. I thought that would make him a top 4, but I guess not. We're going to sim the entire draft. Still a decent pick for the third round. Top 6 defenseman. There's our rookie class. time for the re-sign stage. I will re-sign everyone, and I'll be back. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave you just yet. I'm gonna. You know what? No, I will. I was gonna explain who I'm gonna re-sign and who I'm not. I'll just do that after I do. Okay, I have offered contracts to everyone. Cap's not gonna be a problem for the next 5 years at least. We have over 40 million. I try to keep them all the same. Give everyone 2-year contracts, just about. Obviously, Guit. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to pronounce that. We got him is on his rookie contract, which is obviously 3 years. But most people, I try to get on 2 years. So there he is. Aguara doesn't want to be on our team. Okay, that's fine. Fourth line center, first line winger. Interesting. I offered Raffle a 1-year contract. Now, I hate how this game's a little bit unrealistic in the fact that we're a playoff team for the past 2 years, and he's saying I'm not happy here. Like, why wouldn't you be happy? I wanted him to play. Oh, for crying out loud, Subban. Some players are getting frustrated with us. We're gonna have to get Subban. We'll give him more money. Obviously, we can afford it. So I guess we're gonna have to let Raffle walk. Raffle. We'll offer him one more contract. It's only 1 year. We'll give him a lot of money. But it makes me mad that we're a playoff team and people are saying I'm not happy here. That's not how it would work in real life. So Guaro doesn't want to come back. We don't need him per se. Matter of fact, we'll just release him. He was our number 7 defenseman, and he wanted a one-way, so it doesn't matter. So Raffle, we'll give him a heck of a contract here. We can obviously afford it. I want him to play with Guillotte on the third line, with Burmistro probably. And then goalies. So Subban proved that he can be our starting goalie. He might not be our starting goalie for the next 10 years, 10 years, but he can be for a while. At least until he proves otherwise. Maybe he'll get a jump this offseason. I'm hoping Comtois does, and I'm hoping that... I wish I would make Comtois higher overall than what I did. But I'm hoping Comtois does, and I'm hoping that our Guillotte does. So Raffle, Subban, really? For crying out loud. Why are you being such a bum here, man? You're part of our future. That's annoying as heck. Oh well. 2 years. We'll give him 6.5. That might be all I'm willing to offer. I don't want to overpay him too much here. I do want to check out. Who were them teams I wanted to check out? One was New Jersey. So this is the guy, the sniper. He's also 81, but he's a year older. They got them a nice pick. He can score right now. His defense is the only thing holding him back, and physicality. There's another team. The team that drafted... I don't know what team it was. The team that drafted... Was it Detroit? Detroit? Yes, it was. So he's 17, but he's already 75. Low top 6. He might turn into something, he might not. He's an interesting case here. 80 overall for his shooting, for everything. Okay. I'm going to talk about... What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Our team. We are the freaking Boston Bruins. Can I get there? So let's just talk about our team for next year. Goalies, hopefully we'll get Subban back. Then it'll look like 1-2 in the AHLs. Defensemen, Now, here's where we got something going on. A defenseman might have to be traded this offseason. So, here's our 1 and 2 punch. We're keeping them. They'll still be a solid 1-2 punch for another 3-4 years, hopefully. Carlo, we're keeping. Saboro, we're keeping. There's 4. Lawson can be number 7, but Bennington might be ready next year. He might not be. Same with Newman. So we might have to play one of these guys in the top 6, which means Colin Miller or Morrow would be the man out. Don't know which one. We'll decide that if the time comes. So right wings, Pasternak, X. These guys could either or could play 4th line. So we have 2. Burmistrov will play right wing. So we need a second line right winger. First line, X. Second line left winger. Third line and third line, 4th line. Contois, 1 more year in the AHL probably. That concerns me a little bit, but whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to get 2 top 6 forwards in free agency. They can be veterans. Like I said, we're going to get them on contracts that aren't going to affect our future too much. I want to stay true to my word that we are going to try to win while rebuilding. So Subban finally decided to stay with us. So I'll leave you guys in free agency with telling me who we should sign. Okay. The cap's not a problem. If we have to give him a few more years than we want, okay, whatever. I mean, look, we have 17 million. I don't want a defenseman. So that leaves us here. We got Nick Backstrom. We want a second liner, so we can just count him out. A little too old for little. Palat might be a good option. But then we would need someone who could snipe, which there really isn't. Who's this Craig Smith? Granlund, Mateau, Donskoy. Milk Carlson. They're all playmakers is the problem. Okay, even if I get Palat and a guy like Komarov or Donskoy, at least to fill out the roster. Donskoy, we can afford him. Palat, only 3 years, we can afford him. If that's what we want to do. As far as potential guys, Venberg. What is Venberg's? Can I see his morale anywhere? Or is that like a non-existent thing in free agency? I wonder if he's mad and that's why he's only an 82. Not many potential players. This guy is good. Defenseman, I don't want any defensemen, but there are not really any potentials. Come on, game. Goalies, not really any potentials. What about overall? Not really. Okay. So let me know what I should do. Sign one of them playmakers. Remember, Kuklichev will be on that line. We can move Raffle up, but I don't want to have 3 playmakers. So just tell me what 2 forwards I should sign, or maybe none. Maybe we give Nylander and Smithison a shot at playing top 9 and top 6, whichever one we choose. Just let me know what to do, guys. I want to keep my word and try to win while rebuilding. So I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe so you don't